and you can see the skid marks. This is right after the ice. You can see the skid marks. Car just smashed right into me. You can see the marks of how they backed up, and they took off.
Oh. That's the worst.
Now, we're talking about a car that is worth $1,000.
Still, it's the principle of it.
No, that's the point.
Right.
So I can't get it fixed.
Right.
I just put a new engine in it a year ago. Rebuilt, but a new engine. Yeah. So I'm furious. I've done what I need to do legally to, see if the cameras.
Video?
They weren't working. Well, the one there was one working that was shooting onto the parking lot. Excellent view. It looked like a kaleidoscope.
So
the ice.
So we can make the assumption that whoever hit you is a Democrat then, because there's no evidence. So
there's no. Well, no. If they were Democrat, it just never would have happened. Yeah, no. It's definitely a Democrat. They hit me on the left. So, I'm so aggravated. So if here's the deal, we need to secure a car sponsor.
Well, I think we have one.
Okay, let's get that thing done. And then I got to start work. I got to do my magic where I talk about how poor I am and I don't have any money and all that crap.
Right.
And we need. Did you tell him as part of the contingency of him joining us is he has to donate a car?
Oh, well, we'll see what we can do about that. We'll see if he's up for that.
At this point, I'll take one of the backyard bargains. Right. I'm just so bummed. So, yeah, I've had a rough week. But we're back, and we're going to talk some high school basketball tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about sort of how things have gotten so much better so quickly with regards to the C word, which is really strange. Well, I didn't hear.
She said it's a miracle.
Yeah, and maybe some other things there. And we're going to make our picks for. We're down to the Sweet 16 in throughout the state in the 4 classes, and we're going to pick who we think might end up in Champaign and hoisting a trophy when it's all said and done. I think if we both pick 4 classes, if we each get one right, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
If we get 2 right. We should probably start our own show. So we'll see what happens there.
Our own gambling show.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I do also want to address one other thing. Every now and then, you can kind of tell when I'm bored by just following our Twitter. Because I'll go 5 days without even... I'll look at it. I check out scores and all this stuff. But I don't feel like taking the time to put anything out there. Then sometimes I get bored and I decide I've got something I want to say. Yeah. And that's kind of what Twitter's for us. Mm-hmm. So, for those of you that didn't see it, I tweeted the following. Actually, I should probably get it word for word because we don't want to. Don't
misquote yourself.
Well, no, because I'm thinking about maybe running for president. So. I won't. Could you imagine?
You're elected.
Wouldn't that be? Oh, thank you. That was so easy.
That's right.
So we'll just pull this little bad boy up, and I just want to get you folks out there can listen, and you can see what you think, and see if you agree or if you disagree. I sure wasn't. I wasn't pointing anything out or any. I'm having trouble finding our stuff. Oh, here it is. I wasn't. I didn't really have anything in mind per se when I did this, but I'm tired of schools. I guess not just schools, but in general, teams not playing tougher schedules. I don't understand that.
I agree. You and I have always been on that same page. Going back forever.
I was telling you before. I was telling you before this that I was looking at our baseball schedule at Jabot because it's basically finished now, and my goodness, it's going to be a rough year, and we're young. We've got one senior,
on the entire team, or one that's going to play, or both.
One, our third baseman. We have we have 6 juniors, 4 that we're really going to be counting on, 2 that are going to also play roles.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's going to be young. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised to see us roll some freshmen out there opening day. I mean, we did it last year.
Sure.
So, I appreciate the fact that I work for a coach in Andy Scare that will play O'Fallon. We'll play Bevel West. We'll play actually the entire Southwest Conference with the exception of East St. Louis, basically. I don't think we may not play Edwardsville this year. And we, every Mississippi Valley Conference team we play.
Right.
We play very few 1A schools, and we're 1A. So anyway, I put out there, for those of you that get eliminated in regionals after having a great year, your year was not great. It was good. Winning 20 to 25 games against weak competition is cute and all, but we like championships. And if you think this is meant for you, you are correct. And then I wrote "you're wrong," so I had to correct that because I'm a fat-fingered idiot.
How many likes did we get on that? We got
61.
Yeah.
10 retweets, and then 7 comments. And I'm not going to address everything. I did say that I guess my part of the problem for us is we share the same philosophy about the end goal.
Yeah.
And I think that when you start your season, I don't care if you're Cobden or if you're Collinsville, the goal should be the same. Your goal should be to win a state championship.
Right.
Okay? Now, let's say you look at the makeup of your team and you're going to be starting 4 freshmen and a sophomore. Is your goal still the state championship? Well, it is, but maybe the goal is to win a regional.
Right.
Hey man, if we could win a regional with this group, that would be awesome.
That's
still getting a trophy.
Yep.
It's a big deal. Winning in the playoffs is a big deal. Whatever.
And it's all going up from there.
Hopefully, right? So, I think I responded that this all depends on the end goal. If winning games against a weak schedule are important to you,
then you had a great year.
Then you had a great year.
Yeah.
Because in some cases, even the tournament schedule is suspect. I just don't understand some of these teams. I really don't. And I don't want to hear, well, we can't get games. No, that's not. Go across the river.
Right.
There's teams across the river that would love to play.
Right, and there's plenty of teams around here that will play you as well.
And while you're busy scheduling the 1A schools, if you're a 4A or a 3A or even a 2A, although 2A to 1A is not quite as big a deal, but
depends. It depends.
Kind of depends.
Right, yeah.
How about scheduling 1As that might give you a game?
Right.
For example, the girls' team that seems to be got upset with us, played a lot of 1As, played a lot of bad 1As. I didn't see Oakville on their schedule.
No.
You want to avoid this kind of comment and this kind of thought, go out and play Oakville. Let's see what that looks like. I just, yeah.
A little surprised that they got beat, actually. I was a little bummed.
Extremely, yeah, Brimfield got them. Let's talk a little bit about the playoffs because I will tell you, I had a conversation with Dave Wilhelm at Jabot the other night. He was covering the regional championship between Jabot and Madison, and we were just talking about the playoffs in general, and we both commented that it was just not a great year
right
in this area. We're just a down year. And right now, all of the Breeze Central fans have just turned the show off. But I'm talking about the area as a whole.
I think that's fair.
You've had a magical season at Breeze. Mm-hmm. It's been at Breeze Central, an amazing season. And you want to talk about playing a schedule?
Yeah,
they get after it.
Yep,
great schedule, great stuff there. And I think maybe a little bit later when we talk about predictions, I think you might hear their name. But anyway, they're the exception this year. Modern Day, they're sort of the exception. And I don't mean the exception at Breeze Central. That's a place of excellence when it comes to high school basketball. But all in all, it's just not a great year. The Southwest Conference was not that strong. You had a Mississippi Valley Conference that was not strong at all. As a matter of fact, I don't know that did anybody win a regional out of the Mississippi Valley Conference?
Ooh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, or even like remotely compete for, you've got Mascoutah that had this incredible year, won a lot of games, got beat in the semifinals of the regional. Now, they got beat by a powerhouse at Marion, a really good Marion team.
Yeah.
A Marion team that got beat by almost 40 by East St. Louis. But in any case, it just not. I don't think it was an overall good year.
No, I think that's fair, and I'm right with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're with me because we're going to get yelled at on Twitter tomorrow too. Okay. I'm sure. And you know how much that upsets me, Scott.
Yeah, we've both been married for a long time. We can take it.
Yes, that's true. We have very thick skin. So, in the area right now, we have on the girls' side, we only have one team left.
One team.
Civic Memorial. They will take the floor tomorrow for an opportunity to play for a state championship. If they can win tomorrow, they get into the state championship. Bottom line is they're bringing home another trophy.
Yeah.
It'd be a 4-trophy postseason, which that should also be a goal. Because to get to state, you got to win. You got to win a regional, sectional, super sectional, and then you get a trophy automatically at state. So best of luck to Civic. They'll have a tough road. We can say we have a pseudo representative in Bolingbrook. The girls at Bolingbrook. I don't know if Brost is double timing.
He might be.
Who knows?
Kind of like Dave coaching the boys and girls tennis team. So
maybe there's some of that. And no offense to the girls coach at Bolingbrook because awesome job that has been done there. But they knocked off a local team. They knocked off Edwardsville.
Yeah.
And very impressive there. So Bolingbrook is up at state. On the boys' side, we're a week behind, and so we're at the sectional
final
level, the sectional final level, and I believe we have East St. Louis, we have Breeze Central, and I think that's
Breeze Central and Nashville play.
That's right, Nashville. I forgot about that.
And then Steelville's in 1A.
And Steelville in 1A,
and we'll include, since they're on the periphery, and we have close contacts there. We'll talk. We'll include Quincy there too.
Yeah, absolutely, Quincy for sure. And because they came down to unbelievably hostile territory, typically when you play at Collinsville and beat Collinsville at Collinsville, that's a big win. And so they've got their hands full, obviously, to advance. Let's just go ahead and move on and talk about state. I'll give you kind of the rundown of what's, since you did the good, there's a nuclear power plant on fire in Ukraine.
Oh, nice.
I hear there's something going on.
There might be something going on.
Fortunately, we've got some leadership that's
right. That's got it all.
I'm sorry, their people are like, Jesus, there they go again onto their political nonsense.
Well, maybe everybody like $5 gas by the time.
I'm going to tell you right now. Mobile on the run in Waterloo,
$4.
$3.99, not $4, Scott.
$3.99.9.
You've got to be kidding me.
I don't remember ever it's being that high around here.
No, I don't either, and I don't remember it.
It's never been $4,
and I don't remember it being $4 while we're also paying more for just about everything else too, which is very disappointing.
Right.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's talk about 1A. Now, here's what's left in 1A. You've got Peoria Christian playing Augusta Southeastern, Steelville playing Christopher, Lexington playing Decatur St. Teresa,